And we're recording. This is our final test drive for the season in the Lincoln. We got it dialed up to about 6 PSI boost. And we're going to take it up north and we're going to park it in the garage over the winter time. So I thought I'd take a little video of just driving in the daylight here. And I got a little passenger with me. So if this thing holds together, we'll make it 120 miles and nice and easy. So I have a new mass airflow sensor in here I bought from eBay. It's kind of got much broader range. And once I plugged in their transfer function, it worked pretty good. So if we watch the wideband air fuel gauge, once we get going, it actually hovers pretty well around stoichiometric at 14.7. So I haven't really done a whole lot to actually tune like wide open throttle things. I just basically set the fuel tables to maybe about 11.5, 12 just to be safe. And when you floor it, you'll kind of see the gauge hovering around 12, 13 as a ratio, so it doesn't seem to be knocking very much. One thing that I noticed that I got a lot of like knock counts when I was doing my early testing, and then eventually I did get a number 3 cylinder misfire, and I replaced that coil, and as soon as it started back up, take it for another ride, it was just smooth as can be. So it was kind of nice that way. Guess it's a pretty busy time of day around here. Sometimes when you floor it, since I got the wastegate set to open, 5-6 PSI, you hear them kind of flutter in there when you get on the gas a little bit. Eventually I'm going to turn that up a little higher. It's kind of nice that the 0 to 60 time, it was before I started, I did some testing and I got like 7.2 seconds 0 to 60, and I guess that was an 80 degree day. But so then I did some testing here with actually just a data recorder, and on looking at the curves there, I was able to do 0 to 60 in just a little bit over 5. So it's a pretty remarkable improvement for that. And like going down the highway, just cruising about 70, you kind of push the throttle down maybe an inch or so, and you see the boost spool up to about 5 PSI, and all of a sudden you look up and you're going about 90. So it goes pretty good. I wish it didn't consume as much oil as it does for the turbos, but I think that's just a mixture of turbos being mounted under the engine and the quality of their build, since they're from China. Sometimes you can just hear the scavenging pump when they come down to an idle. Ride's a little bit rougher now since I shortened the springs up in the front with some spacers, but it doesn't bottom out either. That's a sacrifice.
Why do you make the videos?
What's that?
Why do you make the videos?
I still didn't hear you.
Why do you make the videos?
Some people are interested in seeing projects like this. And it's a lot of help. It's a pretty hard thing to make improvements on cars like this, so it's nice to see what other people have done. Maybe we'll pause this now and we'll come back in a little while for when we're up on the highway. Okay, we're up on the highway. Just kind of rolling along here, nice. Temperatures look good. Wideband looks good. Sometimes like it's hard to keep down near the speed limit, like barely touching the gas pedal. Just months to go, so it's a nice little test drive. State police are out, but he looks like he's reading his book tonight. And the police around Wisconsin are pretty decent guys. Kind of be respectful of them. Be conscientious of other drivers around you, and they'll have quite a bit of leeway for you going a little quick, especially if you slow down for them when you see them. So be nice to the guys in the blue, I guess. Yeah, a little hesitation. We kind of just step on the gas to go, until the turbos figure out what they want to do. But it's kind of like a transition state, where you're already going 80 miles an hour and you kind of bring the gas down just a little bit. Kind of, the car is having a hard time deciding what I want to do. I think it's got more to do than just the engine stuff, the air-fuel ratio. I think with a boosted engine and the torque tables inside the PCM, and there's a lot of things that need to be tuned properly for a setup like this to work. So in the end, it's the idea of a bolt-on turbo system for a Lincoln LS is probably not the best solution for this, for power. If you like the body, like the type, it may be worthwhile to just build an engine, probably I hate to say it, but probably an LS. I think the Coyote motor is just going to be a little too wide to fit in the compartment. So, and of course, once you go that route, then it's everything new. You're going to need a transmission, you're going to need instrument cluster, you're going to need everything. Well, maybe someday I'll bring this in and actually have professionals do a tune on it. But principle's there. It does have instances where it does perform quite a bit better than it did stock. It's got other instances where the tune is just kind of rough. So. That's enough for now. See you next time.